Oh, Shayna, girl. When I tell you, I had the best morning ever, and it was so well deserved and needed because yesterday, I told you about what happened yesterday with somebody trying to change my own rules and regulations.
Right.
That was just, I just could not deal with it. But nevertheless, my husband, he came through this morning, girl. I was getting myself prepared and ready for our podcast today, and he walks in with some Belgian waffles, Belgian waffles, and I've been craving some omelets.
Okay.
For about 2 or 3 weeks, I've been craving omelets, and he finally made me some omelets this morning with a mimosa, and he brought it to the room and said, "Here, you hungry?" I looked and I said, "Yes, I am." And he put it there. He brought me some syrup to go on my Belgian waffle, and it was the heated syrup.
Right.
I was like, what did I do to deserve this? But I was so happy that he did it, and that's what I'm talking about in a marriage. Those are the little things. I know it's not a big deal. You probably get that all the time, every day, all day, but I don't. Because I'm always jumping up and I'm running. He's always jumping up doing something, so I don't get it. But I guess he saw everything I went through this week and certain things that I went through yesterday. He was like, let me just at least cook breakfast for him. And when I say that omelet was exactly the way I love it, it was on time, and I ate it, and I was a happy camper, got in the shower and came down here to do this podcast. So I hope that this podcast go very well today, and I'm feeling good because he started it out making me feeling good today. But I had to say that because yesterday, not yesterday, but what happened to me yesterday, and I explained it to you on the last podcast, it was just terrible, and I vented, and it was all negative, and I don't like to always, negative energy is not good.
Right.
Not good. I don't care how you,
the whole day.
Yes, and it doesn't matter how you bringing it, even like I said, just give me an answer. I don't care if it's a bad answer, but it was still negative.
Right.
But this is all positive, and kudos to Buttram. Yes, he did that this morning. Huh?
Bring me some breakfast, child.
With the mimosa, girl.
Right.
I said yes.
What time was it? Because you get up at 6 in the morning.
But come on now. Yeah, no, it was about 8:39.
Okay.
But the thing is, 8 o'clock and 9 for me on the weekends, that's really sleeping in a lot. I get up at 5 and 6 because I have to open up at 7 and stuff for the daycare. So sleeping in 2 hours later, girl, that's sleeping in.
Oh yeah. And you got breakfast, child.
And I got breakfast.
I can't even sleep in. My child be like, can I open the blinds? Like, sir, damn, I can't open my eyes.
He's gonna be playing. He want that sun shining through, and I don't blame him. I do not blame him. Okay, guys. Well, welcome to the Rumble and Roar podcast. And if this is your first time, my name is Lenoria, and I am your host. And this is Shayna, my co-host.
Hey, y'all know me though. Don't do me.
Okay, our topic today is staying in relationships that are for the wrong reasons. Would you stay in a relationship when you know the reasons are wrong that you're staying there for? I mean, when do you say that it's time to bounce?
Right.
What do you come on, you go.
So let's just jump into some scenarios because I was listening to the radio the other day, and this girl kind of called in and she was talking about how she was dating this guy, but he was married. And of course, it's always, I'm leaving my wife and we're gonna be together. It's the typical. But he's basically saying like they're still living together for the kids.
Okay.
So would you stay in a relationship like solely because y'all have kids together?
Well, I'm thinking about this, Shayna, because I'm a tad bit of old school, and my kids are very important to me, and I really want them to be happy by any means necessary. But I am type A, and I just you got to do stuff right. Would I stay with the father or just a man?
So yeah,
because if you're talking about just a man, I don't know. That makes it, I don't know.
Yeah, so if y'all have kids together,
okay.
Y'all kids together,
okay.
Your mother, his father, would you say like, okay, we've come to a point where we're like, this is not going to work.
We are not working.
Right.
But the kids, let me just say this. If my kids, my son and my daughter, adore their father.
They can adore him at his house.
I know that, but if they adore their father and their father being in their lives, I can look at them and tell that if he was not in their lives, it would make a difference. It will make me stay for that reason when they're young. Now, once they get older and we're still feeling the way that we are and we don't have anything and the kids are older, yes, you gotta go. You gotta go, or I have to go. It doesn't matter. I don't want to always say a man has to go. The girl has to go too.
Right.
You have to balance because they're grown. And why am I going to revolve around you when you're grown and you got your own life and you ain't really? When those kids, when they get in high school, what mommy's doing doesn't matter to them. So they definitely, when they get grown, it's not a big deal. So I think that when they get grown, I would leave. But while they're children, now, if it's abusive and he's whooping my butt or he's mentally abusing me so bad to where I can't even function or think, okay, well, the children are going to have to get used to us co-parenting because you're not going to bring me down. You're not going to mess me completely up and make me come outside of myself to be with you.
Right.
That's a toxic relationship. And I told you in podcasts, the ones earlier, sometimes you have to leave. Even if you love the person, you got to leave because it's toxic.
Right.
I don't know if I answered the question the right way, but
I mean, you did.
That's
so
how I feel.
For me, I can't. Because I feel like if we're at a point where we feel like we can no longer be together, there's not a positive environment that we can provide for these kids. Like, why are we sitting here pretending like we like each other and we tiptoeing around each other so we?
But you would not tiptoe around each other when you're in front of the kids.
So we're pretending.
Yeah, but whatever it takes for those kids to get what they need to come up in a good home, because you know my motto, right? In every book that I've ever published, in my book it says, a happy child will walk a mile with a smile if you teach them the positive, things in life,
I still don't feel like you need to be in the same household to do that. Like I said, if we come to a place where we can't coexist, we can't coexist. I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend like we gonna coexist and everything is all hunky-dory and shit. Like, I'm not going to do it because kids are going to start picking up on little things like, why daddy don't go in the room until after mama been asleep for 15
but
hours.
They should
like,
know that.
They shouldn't, but kids are.
Oh yeah,
kids do.
Especially the kids that are born today.
Yeah.
They will know. Don't even play with them. Don't pretend. None of that. And you're so right.
Yes, it's happening to them younger and younger and younger. Like when I had my kids are 12 years apart, so when I had my daughter, she probably wouldn't pick up on this stuff. My son, he be on it.
Yes,
he don't miss nothing. He definitely get that from his mama. He don't miss nothing. So I couldn't do that for my kids. I feel like if we're gonna put them in a happy environment, you can still be a part of your kids. Like, I'm not gonna stop you from seeing your kids, but we can't be together. That's just is what it is. Like
that's if you can. If you can do it, try. But if you can't, that's understandable. And some people just can't do it. But the question was, could you do it? I would try. I would try to just stay there. For the sake of, I want those kids to see us together and have a really good, positive upbringing. Mm-hmm. And what we will show them, is that we're together and that everything is good. And what they see is going to be all positive stuff. They're not going to see or hear us arguing and stuff like that. I would get in the car and let's go down the street and let's work this out. Or whatever. We don't need to be yelling and cursing and throwing each other through the windows in the house and stuff like that.
Yeah, and see, that's too much. That's too
much.
It is. I would say let's split and try to work on coming back together rather than we're all still in the same house. Nothing has been worked out, but we're gonna sit here and pretend like everything is cool because it's kids here. Like, no, let's take a break. And you do you, I'm gonna do me. Not necessarily saying we're moving on, but we need a break. Shit. Sometimes you just gotta take a fucking break.
Yeah, but those kids, when you do that co-parenting and it affect them in school. They know that, okay, this is the weekend I'm going to be with my dad. It's going to be a whole different life for them.
My son like that shit. My son love. He be like, oh, it's Wednesday. I'm like, yes, it is, son. It is Wednesday, baby. We got your bag packed. Don't you even worry about it. Yes, it's Wednesday. So I don't know. My son loves it. Like, we having 2 Christmases.
And I was just about to say that. I was about to say the benefit of that is, you got Christmas at mom's, you got Christmas at dad, you got these holidays,
2 birthday parties, child. It is the bomb. But I mean, that's for people who can't effectively co-parent, because that shouldn't even be. Like, it shouldn't be separate holidays. I mean, hey, you gonna get it for Thanksgiving, I'm gonna get it for Christmas. Like, whatever. But it shouldn't be we having 2 totally different birthday parties. Like,
does Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, do they still co-parent, or
them kids
is
not
she?
grown?
Pardon?
I thought them kids was old as hell.
They are, because her daughter is getting ready to go to Spelman College,
Oh, okay.
and her son was doing something else. One of them.
These are black kids.
Pardon?
They black kids. They got some
Shayna.
black ones and some white ones.
Yes, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
As long as they're loved, as long as they're loved, you know me about them kids. As long as they are loved, they are good. And Angelina Jolie, she seems to be a really good mother. And when I saw it on the news, she said, well, she didn't say it, but they said that just like all mothers, she went to Spelman College and she was trying to do the electric slide. And her daughter was like, oh my gosh, embarrassment on the first week or whatever. But no, because just because she's a star, an actor or whatever, she is still human. She wants to, my daughter and my son always be like, oh, Mom, go home.
Exactly. Don't bring your ass. First of all, Mom, you already white and I'm completely black. Like, please don't come over here and do lectures.
Some people don't look at that kind of stuff.
Who?
I don't, Shayna.
Girl, we all know her, Madonna, Sandra, what's her name?
Sandra Bullock.
Child, all of them adopt these black kids, which we love. Go ahead and adopt the black kids, but we ain't forgot that they black.
I don't understand that, but that's not for us,
Yeah.
And as long as they are loving them, that will concern us.
That's
it's like, no, you can't be abusing people, but they're doing good about them, and it's okay. It's okay. And look, you can feel the way you want, and it's okay. Can't nobody say nothing about it, because to each his own, and it's okay. Yes.
But let's see another circumstance. Would you stay with your spouse if your child tells you that they make them uncomfortable? So we're not saying like something actually happened, and it might, clearly something happened to make them uncomfortable, but not necessarily saying, hey, such and such touched me, or it could be
they just don't like them, or it's stuff they said.
So I feel a certain type of way about that, because my child could be like, oh, I don't like this person. Of course, let's have a
They're not going to like them anyway because they want you with daddy.
That's not their daddy.
There
Exactly.
you go.
So you can't just tell me I don't like them. Like, well, why not? Like, did this person do something to you? Like, and my situation is a little bit different because my daughter's dad passed away. So anybody I've dated, she just kind of be like, And it's weird because I feel like, to me, she didn't know her dad. She was only 2 years old when her dad passed away, but I can't tell her.
To her, it doesn't matter.
Right, I can't tell her that she didn't know her dad. I think she knows her dad through experiences that other people have told her about her dad.
How old was she when her daddy passed?
2. She was only 2. Okay. I don't remember nothing before 5. So that's just me. So maybe, I don't know, but she hasn't liked anybody. Well, my current boyfriend, she does like him.
Okay.
But she's still like, that's not my dad. Like, okay, nobody's trying to be your dad. Right. But at the end of the day, you have to have a certain type of respect for a person. But I think, like you said, a lot of times kids want you to be with their dad.
They do.
And so they are going to feel some type of way. But if your kid came to you and said, hey, I don't like him because he said this to me, like it was just something inappropriate, or like, how would you feel about that?
Oh, Shayna, why are you trying to? Okay, I'm gonna think about it. Give me a minute.
Okay. Take a drink. You should take.
Okay, if because my children is everything to me, and they come and tell me something, I don't care if it's about a teacher, but you got to understand, kids are gonna be kids,
right?
And they do certain things for certain reasons. They might not like the teacher, but that teacher might have really did something.
Right.
One teacher told my daughter, get out of my face. She told my daughter, get out. No, I'm sorry, that is wrong. She said, get out of my mouth. Because she was talking to somebody else. And she told my daughter to get out of my mouth. And I said, oh, Lord. See, things like that change your whole life.
They do.
You could get your freedom taken away from you if you react the wrong way. And I hope that you're on the same page as I am.
Yeah.
Because that's why I always, when I talk to anybody on the show or anywhere, please keep my children's name. Don't talk about them.
Yeah.
I don't even want to conversate about them because I don't even know if I think rationally or right when it comes to them. And when she said that, I almost got myself in trouble for it. So with that said, what you asked me, if my child was to come to me, son or daughter, and say, this person that you're with made me feel very uncomfortable. Of course, I'm going to say, well, what was it that they said? What was it that they did? Right. Now, you need to tell me. Don't play with me. And see, my children know, don't ease around the bush. Don't say no bull crap. Don't come up with no crap. Tell me the truth. And they know for certain in their being that mommy's going to take care of it.
Right.
So when I ask you, what did he say? Or what did she say? Because it could be a son or daughter. I mean, male or female. What did they do? Because if they did something, I want to know.
Right.
Now, Shayna, if they came up to me and said, well, it depends on what it was. If my daughter came, this is just hypothetically just speaking, and said, and these are not biological parents, these are stets, right?
Right. So,
okay.
Yeah, somebody you're dating.
Okay, gotcha. I had to make sure, I had to get clear of that. And she said, Mom, I was sitting watching TV, and I was watching TV, and I had some shorts on, and I was all into the TV eating my snacks or whatever. He walked through the room, and he was like, you look really pretty. If that made her feel uncomfortable, I'm gonna check his ass. Because, oh, okay, you did say she looks really pretty, but don't tell her that when she's in there with some shorts on. You know, even though, don't say that she shouldn't have had them shorts on. She's in the house.
Right.
You know, and she's relaxed, and she's doing this is what people do at home, wear what they want to wear.
Yeah.
That's the wrong time to tell her she's pretty. Wait until she's dressed up with clothes on in front of me and say, oh, you look really good today, you know, or you taking a photo shoot or whatever. But don't be telling her you're pretty with shorts on. What are you saying that for? So now I have to come and ask you, I will tell you, don't do that again. Don't do it again. You might get away with one chance. It depends. You might get away with that one chance.
Yeah, I would think with that particular example,
scenario,
yeah, I would be like, I'm gonna come say something because, she feels some type of way. But like, if he would have been like, yeah, them shorts look real good on you. Like,
no. That right there would make me come in. Ooh, Shayna, I told you don't bring my kids into shit. I don't need you to use my kids. That's what I don't need you to do, because then you bringing out the real me. Now, if he can't walk in and say, oh, them shorts look real good on you, your legs look good in those shorts, and my daughter told me that, I'll walk up to him in a different whole way. Yeah. And I don't even need to be talking about that kind of way, because I don't need to be talking about that kind of, it would be totally different.
Yeah.
It would be totally different.
Yeah, so I would probably say, hey, that kind of made her feel uncomfortable. Like, where'd that come from?
No, ma'am.
Like,
it wouldn't be.
No, I mean, like the whole, you look pretty today. Of course I'm gonna speak to him about it, but I'd be like, like where the fuck did that come from?
No,
like,
I wouldn't even come up and be like, well, she felt uncomfortable. I'd be like, where did you get being able to take your butt over there and say that to where did that come from? Where? Yeah. And what made you say that?
Yeah.
She's a child. Out. You're out.
Yeah.
I don't even play with that kind of stuff. Don't play with me with that kind of stuff. And vice versa with my son. But girl, this is really you might not want to ask me stuff.
Well, like no, because this is like.
But I don't want to seem like I am terrible, but I am when it comes to my kids.
Yeah.
I don't think too rational when it comes to them. I know. No, ma'am. But go ahead. Ask me the second one.
Let's see. So, what role does mental health play in holding on to a relationship? Like, for people who have separation anxiety or abandonment issues, like they may stay in a relationship that's just very toxic, but it's like, this is all I know and I don't have nobody. Like, this person says they love me. Like, what role do you think mental health plays in these type of relationships?
It plays a very big role.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, a huge role, like a number one kind of role, because what's going on is affecting that child and the way the child is growing and perceiving things. And
well, no, not even kids. I mean, just saying, like, if you're in a relationship with someone,
mm-hmm.
and let's say you have abandonment issues, like, your biological parents put you up for adoption. You were adopted maybe later in life, so
mm-hmm.
you develop these abandonment issues. You feel like nobody wants you, so you meet this guy, and he's like everything you want, but then there's like a whole bunch of red flags. It's like, but you're staying there because he's been there with you, and that's what you know now. So that's what I'm saying. So minus the kids, just saying, why do people, or do you think that mental health, as far as certain issues that people have, causes them to stay in relationships?
Well, yeah, because with that example you just gave, someone that was adopted, and most adopted people, they really do have issues with relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And they just feel like, I don't want to get my heart broken. I don't want to do this. But they have to think as well, this person is good to me. And why should I break up with him? It's really me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's going to work on their mental. It's going to work on, everything.
But even people that are in abusive relationships, it's like me. I mean, I've never really experienced that, but it's like, what makes you stay? Like, I can't get it. Like, I ain't no way in the hell, like, outside of you smacking my ass, like, you shouldn't be smacking nothing else around here, sir. I can't come to terms with people who stay in these type of relationships, and it happens to, like, okay, it happened at one time, like, you decided to stay, okay, but
you mean an abusive relationship?
Yes.
You mean physically abused?
Yes, even verbal,
or mentally abused?
Any type of abuse.
Okay, physical abuse, when that starts happening, if a man was to hit you one time, and y'all get into it, you're in a heated discussion, and it's really bad, and he might smack you or do whatever. I'm talking from people telling me these kind of things, because I often ask. I can't say people's name. I'm not going to do that, but yeah, I asked, and they said that the guy would say, "I will never do it again." They did it one time, I'll never do it again.
Of course.
However, it might be a while before they do it again, but eventually it get heated again and things go wrong, and then they do it again.
Right. Because number one, you're not the first person they done hit.
And let me just tell you the reason why they stay. To me, I think they stay for security reasons. They're insecure in themselves, but they're secure in them. They're providing for them. They're paying for everything. They're there, and they're like, okay, well, at least this man is doing stuff for me, so I'm going to stay with this guy, and that's why they do. But then when it gets so terribly bad, they're like, I gotta go. I am out of here. I don't care what you're doing. It's just like any and everything. There is a point where you say, okay, it's enough. Enough is enough. Even when you're in a relationship as a girlfriend and a boyfriend, first love, second love, whatever love. When you are in a relationship, you take a lot of stuff and you go bad. You come and you're like, okay, I can't deal with your ass. You a crazy heifer. I got to leave you. You leave the girl, you get with somebody else, and you see that they're not and then you're comfortable with that girl that you was with. She did a lot of stuff to you that you loved, and you're like, okay, let me go back. You were back with that girl, and you're like, okay, no, you are stupid, you crazy, you dumb, you doing some crazy. No, I got to go. You can do this for years, back and forth.
And that's crazy.
Wait a minute, until one day it's gonna be like, okay, this is enough. I gotta go.
Yeah, the day that he done tried to kill your ass, like, no, like, it should
well, not always the day that he tried to kill you. They will choose that day, and hopefully it's not on the day that they're trying to kill you, but it might take that. And you're right. Most of them, it's like, okay, that, okay, he was going to kill you if you hadn't made a decision. Okay, so you do choose, but some people do say, okay, it's enough. I got to go.
Okay.
That toxic stuff.
So speaking of toxic, like what toxic traits are a deal breaker for you? Like, that's one thing I'm just not gonna deal with.
Embarrassment, disrespect, not caring, a attitude, all of those things. If you're showing me that you just absolutely don't even care about my feelings at all, that you are the show, you are what matters, and I don't, those are deal breakers. It's like, no, you're saying whatever you want to me. That means you don't care about me. You don't love me. You could not say these things if you loved me.
Yeah.
So those are deal breakers to me. You walking up to me, you know what? Go get me a damn sandwich. What? I don't like the way you did such and such. Go do it over. Wait a minute. The kids are 5, 2, 7. I am a grown woman and you talking to me as if I'm... No, these are deal breakers, because if you're talking to me like now, you're going to do worse later.
Yeah. Those
are deal breakers to me. You're disrespecting me. You're showing me that you don't care. You're showing me that no, that's just me. I don't know if it's with everyone else. I don't know.
So I think for me, like deal breakers like that are toxic traits would be like insecurities, like what you doing, where you going, who you been with every 5 seconds. When I leave the house, you gotta FaceTime me. You gotta.
Did you fool around on him? Did he know that you no? Because I remember in a podcast I said that's what a person would have to do with me, because you drew first blood. You fooled around on me and I caught you. So since I caught you and you messed up, you have to do a job of being a wife, being a husband, and being somebody that's making me feel secure in what I think, because you messed it up. If you never had messed it up, I want to ask you where you going, where you been, FaceTime me, tell me all of that. Now, let me come back to what you're saying. If he's insecure and asking you all of these things, did he catch you fooling around, or he's just doing this from the beginning because he's just cray-cray?
Sometimes people are just insecure. They can be insecure,
right? I know that,
of their past or anything.
But if he's doing that without anything that you've done, yeah, I get it.
But I feel like even if you do cheat on somebody and they've caught you, why you want to be in this relationship if you feel like you got to chase them the whole day?
Because you really do be loving these people, especially you could have been with somebody for years, and then they just got bored with you and they just wanted to dab in this water here. And it's not that they wanted to stay in this pool. They just wanted to dab and take a swim and come back home. But because you did that and it was found out, now you got to pay the consequences.
Let's see, no, before I am
and
going
you don't want to just
phone and
girl,
locating you and following you, before I'm doing all that shit, we gonna break up.
Well, okay, with a boyfriend, okay, but with a husband, girl, if you got real good stuff going on, this man is making good money. He's got you in a good house. You got things going on. You driving a good car. You got a lot of things going on, and he provides and protects and all of that for you. Shayna, let me tell you, from a 20, actually I kept saying 28 before in all the other podcasts. It'll be 29 years in February. Next year it'll be 29 years. And let me tell you, from a married woman's point of view, it's cheaper to keep them. Why would you let that good go to somebody else that's gonna take what you got some good stuff going on?
But again, you chasing after him is not going to stop him. Like, if he's smart, okay, she got the location on this phone. Say less. I won't bring this phone. Like, they're just gonna get smarter. Like, I don't have that.
If you don't bring that phone, and I have the location on that phone, and that phone is in that location, and when I call you and you're not in that location, then what you gonna do?
Yeah, but so let's say he's going somewhere and okay, I can't answer my phone. So what I'm doing
then I'm already thinking you're with somebody else.
And see, why do you want to live like that?
Because security.
Girl, it ain't. Child, I'm having my own security. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Okay,
it's a no for me.
Get some real stuff in your life, some real things, and you're like, okay, well, I've been out there. I have explored. This is some bullsh out here.
It is.
These people out here, the men want you to provide for them. They want you to do everything. They're lazy. They're scrubs. No. So why would you jump out the motherfucking frying pan into the fire? Who does that?
But what it's saying to me is I'm okay. I'm saying cool because at the end of the day, you chasing after him is not gonna stop him from doing whatever you're doing.
Well, you don't chase after them. You don't.
If you taking the time out of your day to go through somebody's phone,
no,
you read and this is the example though.
Okay, because I was gonna say that doesn't happen. But go ahead.
So you reading, you checking text messages. You gotta go through their map and see where they've been mapping all day, where they going. How people be checking the mileage on the car. Girl, like they really be like, ain't no way in the hell I'm doing all that shit. I would barely by my damn self. I'm not gonna do it. It's a no for me.
Well, I get it. But I just look at it like this. You made a bed. Lay your ass down in it. Lay in the bed. You made it. If you had not been fooling around, our lives would be good.
Yep.
I would not be trying to do anything. It's like, hey, baby, bye. You about to go to the club? Okay. You going to the strip club with your friends? Okay. Okay. But if I find out that you've been screwing someone else or you did something wrong, come on now. It's not easy to say okay. It's like, I don't even believe you. Who you can tonight?
Exactly. So it's like, why even be together? Because that's the conversation we have every time we're talking.
I know it because first of all, it's cheaper to keep them. And why go and get someone else that's going to probably wind up or be worse than what you have? And it might just, he might come to his dumb senses and say, wait a minute. I done messed up my good at home. I better get my life. And he might do what's right. See, men think that women are very difficult creatures. We're not.
Yeah, they are.
Wait a minute. No, they think that they're simple creatures. They're like, all you got to do, give me my food, give me my remote control, my TV, and then take care of me. Mm-hmm. And we're good. You can ask me for what you need, and when I'm ready, I'll go ahead and do it, But no, we are actually they don't know, but we are actually the sensible, good creatures. We just give us what we need, and we will sit back and give you more of what you need because you gave us what we need.
Right.
They don't get that.
Yeah.
They do not.
We're the complicated ones.
Pardon?
I said we're the complicated.
We're the complicated. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's see. So would you cut off extended family or friends if your mate or spouse asked you to?
Hell no. No.
Girl, there's people that
cut my family off.
Like people would be like, oh, I ain't talking to my mama because, like we just talked about the whole R. Kelly thing. Like these people ain't talk to their parents, brothers and sisters because they out here with R. Kelly.
Shayna, family is very, 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 very important to me.
Yes.
And I'm not cutting my children, my siblings, no one that is my blood that I love. Right. Because they were cousins. Yeah, I'll cut them off for you because I didn't like them anyway. But my siblings, my sisters and brothers, and my children, no ma'am, I'm not cutting them off for anybody I'm with. My own husband, I love him dearly. 29 years, I told you, in the next 3 or 4 months? But no ma'am, no, 5 months. But no ma'am, you're not gonna be mad because of anything that's going on with my family and tell me to disassociate myself with my family. Not gonna happen. Where do they do that at? And I don't usually use at the end of the sentence. But I know that's the going thing now because people do it, but hell to the no.
Yeah, that's a control thing. So, and it's manipulation. Like, a certain person could have an issue with someone in your family.
Right.
That's your issue. If y'all can't get past that, I'm not going to cut them off. What I'm going to do is, if you don't want to be at these family functions, say less. Like, I'm really big on family too. So, when we have this family reunion or whatever, you don't have to come. Like, it's not that serious to me. But there are people who
cut off your family for somebody that was married into the family.
Yes. Because people really feel like when you get married, like this is your family, which it is.
It is.
But like not talk to my mom or my dad or my brothers and sisters. Now your kids, those they're usually included, but it'd be like their extended family, like your mom, your dad, your aunts, you know, stuff like that, like your brothers and sisters. Like that is weird. Like I grew up with these people. Like,
well, let me clarify this. If it's my siblings, my brothers and my sisters, and my children, there is nothing anyone could make me do to separate myself from them.
Right. They would have to do something to me personally.
Right. And then I'll take, yes, you're right.
Now, I will remove you from like I said, from events if you don't want to come, but I'm not going to cut them off. They haven't done anything
You
to
will
me.
remove who from events?
Like if my husband or my boyfriend doesn't, if you don't get along with this person, cool. I'm not going to, I know you don't need to come to the family barbecue. Like, why would we do that? To just stir up more mess. I'm going to go because this is my family. But you don't necessarily need to go if you know that it's an issue for you.
But if it's my aunt, uncles, cousins, second, if he sit down and say, you know what, your damn cousin is ghetto, crazy, and I don't even like the way, I'm not going around her. It's not going to mean as much as it is my children or my siblings. Right. I will probably sit and think about it and say, you know what, because I love him that much, I might be like, okay, it's not even worth it.
But this is your cousin, your aunt, or whoever.
Cousin,
you know them.
Yeah.
This is not
No, and you're right. Now, if it's a good cousin, and I know that they're down with me and that you are just talking out the side of your ear because there is some, I have a couple of cousins that it ain't nothing you're going to be able to tell me because I know them.
Right.
You know?
I mean, you have those people in your family. You have to warn people when you bring them in outside. People like, okay, so this person is going to act like this. Mm-hmm. Yes, but if they make, like, you bring your spouse around and that cousin or aunt makes that person feel a type of way, that doesn't say that you should cut that person off. You know they've been like that.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm not going to cut them off. I'm going to.
That is so true.
If you don't want to be around that person, cool. I will make sure I'm not inviting them to anything that I have at my house.
That's not fair though to the cousins.
I mean, cousins shouldn't fucking be that fucking way. You gotta get yourself together. Like, I mean, it's a reason.
But
and I deal with
you just said that, and I said I would be done with them completely if my husband say, look, because I know my husband is a gentle giant. He don't mess with anybody. He don't start no mess, and if he utters off his lip, I don't want to come around that one because that one ain't right. I know for certain that it's something ain't right. I don't give a fuck if I've known you all my life and he's never known you. If my husband said they ain't right, they ain't right.
Right, and that's true. But what I'm saying is, we know that. Because like I said, there's certain people in my family, I'm probably, before I bring somebody new around, I'm like, all right, so look, this person do this person do that. I just don't want you to feel weird about nobody. But if you come back to me as my man and be like, yeah, I don't really like her, cool. You don't have to. At the end of the day, this is still my cousin.
Yeah.
This is still my cousin. I will not invite her to our house. I won't invite her to any functions that we're having. But if she's having something, or if her mom, which is my aunt, is having something, I'm going.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So that's my thing on that. Like,
I get it.
I'm not gonna cut them off because you don't like them. Like, you just met them 5 seconds ago.
Right.
So,
that's true.
You know, and your first impressions are everything. But at the end of the day, I have to be around this person because this person is my family. Now, if they personally do something to me, then cool. We're talking about a different thing. But I'm saying if you feel like you don't like them, that's not to say I shouldn't like them. Like, it's not a we don't like them type of thing. Like,
yes.
I've been around this person. I notice how they are. I know I'll do certain shit around them and certain shit I don't do around them. Like, people who feel like.
That's so something that you say that because that's something that I'm pretty much,
every family deals with this.
I am going through that right now. And it's like, and you be trying to say, look, you don't even know. Just that's how they are. Just leave it alone. Well, I don't like the way they are. So I tell you what, you ain't got to make no decisions. I will. I ain't got shit to do with them. How you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's where I am with it.
This is something with every family because I'm not gonna say every black family, but every family, I believe they have somebody in their family that you just be like, oh my God.
Not just black people.
That's
every family.
I don't want to say just black people, but
right.
I'm pretty sure there's somebody in your family or people in your family that you just be like, oh my God, like I don't even want to bring their ass around. Like, But at the end of the day, that's your family, and you're gonna hear it from somebody. Like if your grandma come tell you like why you didn't invite cousin such and such, like damn, now my grandma asked me that.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, I don't want to be put in that position. Like I don't want you to tell me you don't want me to deal with certain family members because this is my family. Like I will not put you in the position to deal with them anymore. But
yes, exactly.
So on another note, like how many chances are too many? Like we talk about the whole abuse thing, like just anything in general. Like people, like, okay, I'm gonna give him another chance. How many chances are too many chances?
Now that is to each his own. That is for every person to you have to just determine that for yourself. Your level of dealing with stuff might not be the level that I deal with stuff. You understand? Mm-hmm. I might give somebody 50 chances. You and I. I'm about to say you ain't gonna give them three chances. So
you will get a do-over. You
might get a do-over.
Yeah, that's it.
So your question was, how many chances do you give somebody?
Yes. For you, like, okay, this person,
Shayna, it depends on the person. If I love them, if I care for them, if I really want to be with them, I would give them as many chances as I could, as my heart could.
So does it depend on what the situation is? Because, okay, all right, they cheated. Okay, we give them a chance.
Okay.
They cheated again.
Wait a minute. Back up. First of all, you have one chance to cheat on me. No. You have one chance to cheat on me. If I catch you, that's your last chance. If I catch you.
Mm-hmm. It's not cheating until you get caught.
There you go. So now you can't ask me if I caught him this time and then I caught him again. It won't be again.
Okay.
When I catch you the first time. If I ever catch you again, bye. So it is again, I guess.
So what's a situation where there is another chance for you?
What would make it another chance for me? Ooh. I got to be just crazy in love. Crazy in love, like Beyonce say. Watermelon. I have to be just crazy in love with you, and you got me hypnotized by things that you bring to the table and stuff like that. And I just might try and do it again, but that is so... Shayna.
Yeah, it's a lot because you
the second time, I don't know about second and third and all that. I don't know. Because the first time I'm gonna constantly think in the back of my head, like I said on the other podcast, in the back of my head, I'm gonna be thinking, no, everywhere you go, if it's without me, you doing wrong. So
that's just like if somebody hit me.
Wait a minute. Why did the have to go into it?
Because I'm trying to think how I want to word this. I'm gonna give you another chance to go to sleep. But you about to die tonight, like maybe. Like I know good and damn well you put your hands on me. Like first of all, I weigh like 100 pounds. Child. So
wait a minute, hold up. Did you say you were waiting on them to go to sleep?
I'm gonna give you the chance to go to sleep.
To go to sleep, and then what?
Yeah, we gonna be on first.
Then
48.
stuff. You gonna be where?
First 48.
First 48.
You shouldn't even want to go to sleep because I'm gonna be so calm. Oh, child, I'm gonna be so calm afterwards. You want me to make something to eat? Want me to get you something to eat, Ike? And you should be real scared.
I'm just trying to help you out.
I'm just trying to help.
I'm just trying to help out.
You try to help, girl. Listen, you put your hands on me. We have a problem.
Now that I don't blame you. I do not blame you because I feel any man that a real man just not gonna hit you. It's as simple as that. But a not good. Shayna, why are you doing this today? What is going on with me? But because that's what. But a really coward man will put his hands on you. Period. And when he does that, it's like, see, now
I gotta kill you.
I'm not gonna say kill because I love. You know what I love more than anything? It's my freedom.
Oh, I do too.
I love freedom. I love walking around, and I love America.
That's why you have to watch shows like First 48 and Snap, because you have to make sure that you collect all your evidence and destroy all type of stuff. So, nothing. We about to get away with murder today, baby, because
but I feel you on that, because this don't make no sense. It's like, oh, my eyes black because of you. Oh, so where are you? Walking around getting ready to get the next person?
Right.
You have to walk around with something that is no longer of your body. Like your arm is gone, your nose is gone, or something's gone. I get it. I understand that. You had to take something from him to walk around with a black eye. Yeah. I get that.
I'm trying to think of a circumstance where I would be like, I'm going to give you another chance.
When you're in love, Shane, I'm gonna tell you, girl.
I understand, like
that blind love, and when they really doing it, like you know what? I hate to bring the stars in it, but Cardi B. Mm-hmm. Remember, if I'm not mistaken, I saw it on the news where her man fooled around to her, mm-hmm. and she separated from him for a moment.
She actually filed for divorce.
Okay, and because she was angry. Right. She was very angry, and rightfully so. It makes you very angry, but. She said, now if I'm wrong, correct me please, because I don't want to say the wrong stuff. She said, I'm getting back with my man because I like what he does to me and for me.
I think that...
Isn't that what she said?
Oh, I don't know.
I saw where it said something like that, and she said, I miss him. I miss him, and I like what he does for me. And I get that. Because you can get a real good man that put it down. Yeah. And you're like, okay, so I can kind of forgive you. Yeah. But at a point, then okay, no, I can't forgive you because now you're getting real comfortable. But those first 2 or 3 times when they're really putting it down right, you forgive, and that's all I can say about that.
I think with the celebrities, they feel like, okay, we gotta break up. Because now you done embarrass me to the whole world. It's one thing to be embarrassed, but it's another thing to be embarrassed to the whole world.
Yeah.
So we gotta break up. We gotta, say we getting divorced, but you really don't want to. And this happens more often than not. I think cheating is probably one of the more forgivable circumstances.
Why is that? What the fuck?
I think cheating is one of, as far as like
more forgivable.
Yeah, than like somebody putting their hands on you or...
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. That just, the scale just went boom.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Those are one of the more forgivable circumstances than, like I said, somebody putting their hands on you.
On you, but...
You can come back from cheating. Like, you're not coming back when you just punched me in my face.
Women can come back from cheating real fast. Yeah, a man can't, because they always think, but, and from a hit, now that's something men, please take notes. When you physically abuse the body, that's something we can't come back from too quick. And if you think that we have, and we're all together and we're doing good, trust and believe. It's sort of like you guys. In the back of your head, if your woman have cheated and you found out that she cheated, every time you look at her or think about her, you're thinking about what she did or what that man did to her. Mm. The same difference when you hit our precious bodies. We're like, every time we think about it, it's like my eye was black for 3 weeks because of you. So know that we can come back. For some reason, we got real strong minds, and we'll come back from love because we know deep inside that even if you did screw her, because that's how you guys are, you can go and screw somebody and say, I don't love her. I just hit that. I love you. There is truth to that. Because we found out there is. However, when you hit a person, no.
But speaking on that, men feel like if we were to cheat, like we're like, there was some type of connection.
It is.
Oh, no, not to me.
Well,
no.
See.
Not even cheating, just like in general. I can have sex with somebody, like in my single life. I can have sex with somebody and shit. And I will see you tomorrow and be like, hey.
Shayna, I think we've been through this before.
Girl.
But I'm not like that. Shayna, if I lay down and make love, have sex, get intimate, do some rolling around, however you want to call it, if I do those things with you, I put myself into you, and I'm a part of you, and I really care about you.
I do too. That very moment.
But that very moment, no.
Tomorrow is a no.
Tomorrow is a no.
Matter of fact, when I leave, when I get ready to leave, because you can't come to my house. When I get ready to leave,
Shayna, I'm not like that. I'm not like that, though. I am loving and caring and thinking about you and thinking about what you did to me and thinking about all kinds of stuff. I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow, and I can't wait till we get back together, because what you made me feel, I want to feel that again.
But see, it's different. Like if it's somebody that you're pursuing, or you want to date this person, then cool, I will start that connection with you.
But even if I first met them, and well, not just met them, because I don't just jump in the sack when I first met you, but even if we just started dating and here it is the third week and we actually did something together,
mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I love the way he made me feel. Girl.
Yeah, no, in my single life, I've had people that I literally, it wasn't going anywhere as far as a relationship. We both knew that. We both discussed it. We're both single. Like, it doesn't make sense to just be meeting new people to have sex with. Like,
right.
be horny shit.
And it's playing Russian roulette.
Exactly. So, but as long as we both know, from my experience with that, men be catching feelings like, I be like, sir, I thought we discussed this. Like, this is not what we're doing. And I block shit out. So I'll be like, what? Like, you could tell me a whole experience, and I'll be like, what?
Shayna.
I don't do that. Don't fall in love with me. I'm not the one. Unless I tell you we fall in love together. Like, other than that, like, if we discuss that,
look, he has to text you and make it known.
Listen, something. If we discuss that we're just having sex, that's what we're just
doing. But who discuss that kind of stuff?
Okay, maybe it's a different.
But you already know you're having sex because you're having sex,
right? But you have to discuss this because people catch feelings. And no, I don't want you to catch feelings. So you would tell somebody, look, we just doing the do. Don't catch no feelings because I got stuff to do. Yes, like don't pop up in my house. If you see me out with somebody, you better not say nothing because I am not your girl.
That is insane.
Yes, I'm not your girl. I am not your girl. This is our lane right here. This is the fucking lane right here. This is the feelings lane. We're not in the feelings lane. Like, don't listen. No, if you see me out with somebody, you better wave and keep it pushing. Like, no, this is what we're doing. No.
Say that. Well,
you have to say this stuff. Like, you have to make this stuff be known because guys catch feelings way before people.
I don't think so.
I grew up with a whole bunch of brothers, so my mentality is a little bit different. Like, my sister is younger, so and my brothers are older, so it's like, and I have 7 brothers. So,
wow.
Like, yeah. So we just have a mentality, and my dad used to be a pimp at one point in life, so it was like, listen, I have a different mentality.
Not a pimp. So you got good education.
Listen,
on guys. That's why you feel like you do. You have education. You got 7 brothers and a girl.
Listen,
okay, so hey, now I understand.
At no point in time were you going to run this game on.
Well, no game because they done already prepared you.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm still out there.
Yeah, it's very cute, child. But I don't be catching no feelings unless feelings need to be caught. If we discuss, hey, I really like this person. I want to date this person. But, like, I've definitely had a few people like that. I don't want to say a few people. I don't want people to think I just be out here.
No. Everybody out there, if you're over daggone 25, you've had a few. Well, I'm not going to say that because that's not be accurate. But you've had some. Or maybe. But I don't know, at 25, well, there are some virgin 25-year-olds, so let me shut up.
What are you?
Huh?
What are you?
You said, where are they?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, they're out there.
They at the convent. Okay, so the last thing I have, can you put up with a drug addict or alcoholic? Like, let's say, y'all been together for 10 years. And this person you find out this person is doing drugs, or now they're drinking heavily. Like, this is not something that you knew going into the relationship.
You did not know it.
Right. It's not something that you knew. This is like, I don't know, something changed within them. Now they doing drugs, like not weed, like they doing drugs. Like if I swear, if I ever see somebody like doing drugs, I'm gonna lose my shit. But yeah, they doing drugs, or they drinking to like falling out drunk, like outside in the driveway. You gotta go pull them back in the house, like.
Damn,
yeah.
That's some bullshit. I mean, that's some crazy. Well, Shayna, to me, if you have an addiction and your addiction is controllable, like if you like to smoke your weed, and I know you're not using weed because weed is not, everybody do that. Okay,
so we don't skip past weed.
We ain't gonna use weed because weed is weed.
Exactly.
Okay,
weed grow.
Okay, so
the Lord gave us weed.
Okay. Illegal narcotics. Okay, things that are done in a where they do the coronavirus and all of that.
In the lab.
In a lab. Okay, so the
crack,
meth, cocaine, meth, all of that. Your question to me was, if I had someone who's on those kind of things, would I stay with them?
Yeah, so you've been with somebody, let's say 5 years. And it's out the blue, you come in and they sniffing drugs off your table. Off your living room table. And your baby is like sitting over there.
See, why do you do that? Why do you do that? Don't add my children into it because it ain't gonna be, I can't even function the same way. Just say
you
what
come in from work and you just see them do a whole line off your living room table.
Okay.
You ain't never seen this before. You never had any idea.
Yeah, I would walk in and of course I'm surprised. And it's like, wow. The kid is not there, so
right.
You're gonna don't do that to me.
Okay.
But because my baby's haunting. I would look and be like, oh, how long has this been going on? First of all, I want to know, have you been spending my money on this? Yeah, I know that's crazy to say, but when you have a habit, you've been spending money on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to see my banking account now, even though I would probably be the one that's already managing it. So,
right.
But and if you're keeping that incognito and you're doing your stuff on the side, if he has been doing that and not affecting the family, I don't know, Shane. Once I find out about it, I still have to say hell to the no, because you cannot be on something that's altering your mind and is in a laboratory mixed together. It does something and you might not do the right thing. You might come and stab me in my sleep because you on this crap. You might use all of the money out of the account. You're just a different person when it comes to anything. You're doing illegal narcotics. You are putting our family in jeopardy. You're putting yourself in jeopardy. How long have you been doing this? What? No, I would have to. Of course, I'm gonna walk in. I just gotta. I'm playing this over in my mind, and I walk in and I'm looking at my husband down there going, good. What is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, I know you fucking lying.
I know. Yes, because you would say, I know you're fucking lying. I would be like, what is that? Even though I know what it is. How long you been doing that?
Mm-hmm. And they gonna lie. First of all, nobody gonna say how long it's been.
What you doing? It's in the house. How long you been doing that? I don't roll like this.
Like, you doing drugs?
Yeah.
I can't.
I don't want to be in trouble, and I know this ain't nothing but trouble. So what you gonna do? So
even alcohol, like I drink. I don't drink to the point where I'm just like passed out somewhere. Somebody got to carry me to my bed or something like that. I've never been to that point. I've never been to the point where I was gonna say I've never been to the point where I've done like really cursing people out, but I've definitely done that.
Now see, I used to be, I am a drinker as well. I did curse a lot of people out when I was younger because I was feisty and I was just young.
Yeah.
And I was that drinker that will, I'm not going to say a violent drinker, but it was a drinker where once I got where I feel good, don't come at me with no craziness, because then I'll show you crazy. And that's not good, because I hate that, because that's not good. But that was in my daggone girl, in my college years. And in my college years, when I was in college. And then, you know, even after that, when you have your little partying times in the 20s. But after that, I had to get my life, because that is not right. You can't be just buffing up on people and saying craziness because you're intoxicated. You got to get your life and not do those kind of things. But when I was young and I did those things, I was a violent drinker. And I knew that that was not good and healthy for me as an adult. So now as an adult, one thing I will not say is what I need, because you have the power is in the tongue. And I don't want to say what I need, because I really absolutely, if the only thing we need is God. And I don't want to get religious, but when I get off of work, 12 hours with, being with kids all day, you want a cocktail. I don't want to say I need it, but I'd be reaching for that cocktail.
My kid, I already know.
At 6 o'clock, it's like, okay, if I can get a cocktail so I can transition over to wife and mother, you know, it'll give me that boost of, okay, relax for a moment. Right. Because trying to go upstairs and you've heard a child screaming or just a lot of chaos all day, and that's kids are being kids, they're being happy, and you're, you know, interacting with them. But it's like, oh Lord, come on, let's get 6 o'clock. When 6 o'clock come, I go upstairs, make my cocktail, and then you drink that first cocktail. If you're a drinker, and I hate to promote this crap because I don't want to do, but when you're a serious drinker, you can feel it. It relaxes you from that first sip. Yeah. You're like, okay, let me take this sip, okay. Because my husband's over there waiting on me to get dinner ready, you know. My children are grown now, so they don't care about no dinner or not. But hey, if it's on the table, they don't eat it. Come on, I don't play. But so I'm like, okay, let me get this cocktail in me. So I'm transitioning over to let me give him what he needs. So, but I am a drinker, so.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been like a blackout kind of drunk. Like my
that
drinking,
is crazy.
Yeah,
to me.
that's too much.
Woo.
My drinking, I drink at night and I take my ass to fucking sleep. I be in the house. I rarely go out, but like maybe last year or so, I went to like a little kind of game night at somebody's house. And I was drunk as hell, and I probably like cursed out like two of my really good friends. Like,
I cursed their ass
the hell out.
The friends?
No, I cursed their ass out. So the next day, I reached out to one of them, and he was just like, so.
It was a guy?
Yeah.
Oh, a guys understand.
Well, no, he was like, you don't remember what you said? He was like, nah, he was pissed. He was still super pissed.
Oh, wow.
And so I was like, no, I remember that. So he said I said it to him and one of my other guy friends. So I hit the other guy friend up like, yo, I just found out that I said some crazy shit. And the other guy friend was like,
and you know something about a drunk? They speak the truth.
Clearly. Oh, I wasn't playing. Like, what I said, like, I'm pretty sure I wasn't fucking playing. But I don't be remembering the shit the next day. But once I was told what I said, I meant what I said. And you can take it how you want to fucking take it. So me and the one guy friend, we have not spoken. But we hadn't spoken prior to that.
You still don't speak to him to this day?
You know this person. Exactly. So I cursed his ass out, and we spoke the next day. I have not spoken to him since. So it is what it is. But again, like you said,
damn.
Yeah, a drunk mind tells a sober truth. It is what it is.
It really does.
I meant what I said, because it had already been an issue between me and this person, and
oh my God.
It shouldn't have been an issue was the problem. So I was trying to have a conversation about it at the game night, and he was on some BS. So it just escalated, and I was drunk. It is what it is. But my other friend understood, and he just didn't, and we haven't talked. It is what it is. This is like 20 years of friendship. It is what it is.
That is insane to me. Now, I can see females being catty and doing dumb, S-H-I-T, but I can't see a man acting stupid over what you said when you were intoxicated, because they know that women are gabby and they just say stuff. So if he's still angry over what you said, to me that's some catty stuff.
I mean, exactly. It's
To
very
me.
it's very female. That's why I haven't pursued it. Like I'm good. Again, I said what I said.
You know what? I have to
said.
ask you off the podcast who we talking about. I think I know, but I'm not absolutely sure. But if it's the person that I know, it's just terrible.
Yeah,
Because
I mean, you know, again, I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and you can take it how you want to take it. Like, it is what it is. So, but on that note, I think we should end it here.
Well, I really enjoyed the show. Like I always do. I enjoy
fun.
our shows. And if you have anyone that you will you stayed with because if the relationship was wrong and you stayed with them, please put it in the comments. We just want to know if we are the only two feeling like this.
Right.
And I know we're not.
Right.
But, comment and post it and share and like and subscribe.
Please.
Of course. And always, always feel the rumble and
Listen to the roar.
yes.
And we will see you guys next week.
Next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.